Welcome back to the Virtual Speed Performance YouTube channel. This is Tech Time, and this video is going to be about how to assemble AN fittings. At a certain point in your race car's life, you ditch the rubber line, ditch the hose clamps, and you go with these. And a popular question is, I always see a lot, is how do you assemble these? Well, I'm going to show you guys this. But before I show you guys how to assemble the AN fittings, let me show you guys some example of AN fittings on a race car. So these fittings come from the regulator to the carburetors. These are a -6 AN fitting. We have some oil lines on the oil tank here that go down to the dry sump pump and down to the oil pan itself. They are also used as coolant lines, as you see here. It's coming from the radiator to this water manifold, then it splits into 4 and goes to each water jacket on the head. Here's another example. From the radiator to the block, we also have AN fittings on a breather, coming from the valve cover to the breather. I'm going to show you a few of the different AN fitting degrees. This is a straight AN fitting, obviously. They got a 45-degree angle fitting, a 90-degree angle fitting, and a 180-degree angle fitting. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and start to assemble these. Now, we are going to be using a -6 AN fitting in today's video. They do have these fancy-dancy tools that you can buy to make it a lot easier, but you could also use a good old-fashioned adjustable wrench or just a regular standard wrench. Most people won't have, one of these fancy-dancy wrenches. In reality, I didn't up until about a year ago or 2 years ago. So you know what? We're going to use one of these two bad boys. Now that you got your hose cut, you go ahead and unscrew your AN fitting. Now, I might add that most people will maybe wrap around some electrical tape right here to make it a little bit more easier. Sometimes I don't find that very easy, especially with certain different brands of fittings and hoses. It just varies. So whichever way you're comfortable with. I'm going to go ahead and pop this fitting apart. You go ahead and check it out, kind of get in the center. So we're going to go ahead and take this bottom piece and just, for the most part, try and shove it on there. All right, so now that I have that piece on there, I don't know if you could see it, but you can see the hose is right up there close to them threads. And what I normally do is I'll take some WD-40 and spray it in there on the hose and on the threads. And go ahead and give it some good force and push it on in there. See, now that I have it threaded, it's getting threaded in there and going pretty easy. So we have it in a vise now, and we're going to go ahead and take it all the way down. You don't need a vise, but it makes it a heck of a lot easier. And in this case, we are going to use this 3/4 and take her on down. Or if you have a ratcheting 3/4, you go ahead and take it on down like this. That makes it a lot easier. I will recommend wrapping the AN fitting in a towel if you're going to use a vise, because you will tear up the anodizing on it normally. So once you got it threaded all the way down, just make sure it is fairly tight and snug, and you should be good to go. Let's go ahead and pop it out of the fitting, or out of the vise. And there you go. See, I kind of marked it up. So just be careful when you're putting your fittings together. I mean, the tightening me tightening the vise kind of broke through the microfiber towel. But go ahead and give it a good pull on it. See if it will come apart, and this one seems good to go. So with that being said, I hope you guys are confident enough now to be able to assemble your AN fittings. If you guys need to rewatch the video, don't be afraid to. Also, don't be afraid to like and subscribe. We are so close to 700 subscribers. Don't forget, check out www.virtualspeedperformance. We got new and used high performance race car parts for sale. Anything ranging from MSD parts to fuel pumps to just about anything you could imagine, new and used, we got you covered. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.